Hey everybody, welcome to this tips on using the new Ancient Dangers kit in creating your own game. And I did that to create a game I call Ancient Dungeons Quest, and you can play that on there. But I want to show you how to use the kit to create a simple game. So we're going to go into Start Creating, and we're going to do a scene. And we start off here, and the first thing we want to do is we want to put down a floor, and we're going to go to search, and we're going to go to collections, search for, and we're going to search for Ancient Dangers, and we'll come up with the Ancient Dangers kit right here. And this is everything we need to put together a simple game. Most of this is pretty straightforward if you've had any experience at all with dreams, but this tutorial or tips is really aimed at beginners, people who've just come into dreams and you've been having fun playing a lot of the fantastic dreams that have been created, but you're also probably wanting to maybe create your own, and this is a real easy way for you to do that. So we're going to go back. Nope, we don't want to do that. We want to go back into here, and we're going to go to level construction. These are all the different categories: music and ambience, interactive elements. Here's all your monsters, doors and barriers, and so on. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just put down a floor. So we're going to go here to interior floor pieces, and there's walls and pillars. So let's go into interior floor pieces, and we're going to select this piece here. Now we want to go into our pressing square will take us to our edit assembly area, and we want to go over here to gadgets. No, we want to go over to I don't want that. We want to go over to guides, and we want to make sure that precise move is on. This will help us as we continue to build our thing. We want everything to be kind of precise and line up, so we're going to put this here. And so now we have a basic floor. And using the precise move, we can move things and they will pretty much stay on that level. And we want to add some walls, and that's a simple thing to do here. We press square, we go to search, we go back here, hit circle to back out of this, and then go over to interior walls and pillars, and we'll pick a basic dungeon wall. So we'll stamp that down. You can stamp it anywhere. You can just go like that, and then we can just move this where we want to. And with the precise move on, it'll only go in up or down or left and right. So that's perfect. We'll put that right there. And then we want to make a copy of that. We will press L1 and R2, and then we will slide this over on that axis, and we'll see that we have created a wall for that portion of our beginning floor. Now we also want walls on the side, so what we're going to do is we're going to L1 and R2, and we're going to make a duplicate. Okay, there's our duplicate. Now we want to go up above so we can look face down on it, or top down, and we want to rotate this 90 degrees. So we're going to go like this, and we're just going to move. I'm holding down the L2 and R2, and we're just going to keep moving this back and forth until we get to 90 degrees. All right, and we just go back down here, and now this slide that into place. Okay, so now we have a wall there, and again we can do the same thing we did before. We can line that up, and then holding down L2 and R2, we can copy that and move it over. So we're basically, I don't want that. Yeah. I keep moving the bottom thing. Actually, we can get rid of this. Just press triangle and delete that. We don't need it, and it just gets in the way. So now I'm finagling this, but now we want to make walls on the other side. Simple matter. We click on this and we select that as well. Everything that's selected we can now move as a group. So again, L1, R2, and then holding R2 we slide it over to where we want it to be on this side. So now we've got a room and that we can walk around in. Let's go back out and go to search, and let's now go to this dungeon door archway, and let's just go ahead and put that in there and stamp it, and then you can move it however you like. So let's just go ahead and put that in there like so. So now we've got an entrance. We want to put a door there, so let's go ahead and do that. So now again, we go up to our search. We want to get out of this, so we just use circle. It says back circle. So we go back, and we want to put in a door. So we go down to doors and barriers. So let's pick a door. There's several different doors here. There's a one-way door that once you go through it, you can't come back. There's a two-way door, which is best for going in and out. They also have a portcullis, and there's also a level exit and score exit. We won't worry about those now. Basically, there's two doors. So we're going to go ahead and use this door because it's a two-way door. We can go in and out. And again, we'll just kind of stamp that, and then we can fine-tune it. Once we have it placed, we can see that it needs to go up a little bit. And other than that, it looks pretty darn good where it is. So we'll just go ahead and probably a good idea to save that. So now, let's try this out with a puppet. So let's go ahead and give our puppet a place to stand before the door. So again, I'm going to click on the floor. This activates. I've selected the floor, and now I'm going to hold down L1 and make a copy, and then holding R2, I'm going to slide that out. And now we have a place for our puppet to go. So let's go back to search, and we're going to go back out, and we're going to go to player characters, and so we can pick Gabbo here, and we can put Gabbo right here. Okay, and then we go hit play, and now we've got Gabbo here, and Gabbo can move around and gets to the door. The door moves, he automatically moves in, and we have our dungeon. You can see there's a little bit of space there. You probably want to go back in and fix that later. But see how easy it is to create a very good looking game. Now we want to do some fun things here. Let's go back out. Let's go into edit. Let's fix a couple of things. First of all, this door needs to come down a little bit. I think it needs to come down to the floor level. Well, it can't come down to the floor level, can it? Well, I'm not going to worry about that now, but let's go ahead and fix the wall here. Got a little space in between, so just move that over, move that over. Again, we have precise move on, so we'll only move in the horizontal direction. Okay, now let's do something a little bit fun. Let's create, using some of the features of the, again, I press square to get to the menu here. Let's go to search, and let's go to doors and barriers, and let's do a destructible wall. I'm going to pick a destructible wall, and let's go ahead and place that for the moment. We'll just place that there, and we're going to delete this using triangle, and then we're going to just move. Whoop, didn't want to do that. If you make a mistake, just press the left D-pad button, and that will take you back to where you were. Okay, so now we've got a destructible wall there. Now, in order to break a destructible wall, you have to have a bomb. So over here we go to the bomb, and we put that, let's put that someplace where I know, let's put it out here. We'll put the bomb out here. And I'm going to go into show hide, and I'm going to, oh, it's not even on. I don't know why that thermometer keeps turning up, because it's a nuisance. But anyway, so here's a bomb. We've got the bomb here. So now, when we press play, we've got our bomb right there. We want to go in here. And we find we've got a breakable wall, but we have to use a bomb to destroy it. So we go back out here, and we go to that bomb, and we very carefully pick it up. And we go back. We drop the bomb with X, and then we strike the bomb with square to light the fuse. So we're going to drop it, hit square, back off, and then you see that the destructible wall has been destroyed, and we can move on. So that's one of the items that we can use in our game to help the players have a little more fun solving puzzles. Let's go back up. Let's go back to the edit mode, and let's go back up to search. And we find that another thing that you can do with gates and doors is that you can put a lock on them. So let's go ahead and put a lock. Now when you're placing things in the scene, sometimes it's better to take precise move off, so you can move it around however you want. You're not restricted to just up, down, or right or left. So let's go ahead and put that. Let's go ahead and put that on the door, and it has to be on the door. Can't be hidden in front of it. Okay, so now we've got that there. Now, in order to open that door, let's press play for a minute here. We press play now. The character goes up there. It's locked. It says you have to find a key. All right. Well, let's place a key there. Let's put the key into something. So let's go back out. Let's go to collectibles and containers. Let's find a barrel and put the barrel over here. All right. Then we'll go back out, and we will go to, oops, I was in there already. Go, and we want this key down here. Select that and place it inside the barrel. Okay, it's inside the barrel. Now we press play, and we've got our character here. He goes up there. Oh, can't get in. Find a key. All right, well, let's go over here. Using square, we destroy the barrel, and look, we have a key. We go back here, we press X to open the door. The key appears, opens the door, and we can go through. Now I want to show you one other door that is sometimes a little tricky to use in the game. So we're going to go into edit mode, and we're going to delete that, and instead we're going to go into search and back to doors, and we're going to use a portcullis. Now the portcullis opens, has to be opened with a mechanism. All right, so we're going to stick this in here and move that around until we have it where we want it. Okay. Now the only way you can get this portcullis open is there's actually two ways that you can open that portcullis. And one is with a switch, which we will see. Where's the switch? Doors and barriers, interactive elements. We go over here, interactive elements, and oh, I thought it was there. Let's see, where is, oh here, pick up in place. All right. No, that's rocks and anvil and bomb. We don't need that. We want the traps and triggers. Here we go. No, that's not it either. Oh, here we are. Yes, okay. Here's the lever switch. Okay, so we can place this lever switch right there. And we can also open that door with a floor switch, which we can place over here. Okay, so put that down a little bit. Okay, Now, when we press play, we can stand on this, nothing happens. We can go over here and switch this, and nothing happens. And there's a reason why nothing happens, because there's nothing hooked up. So this is, and this sometimes it's hard for people to check. It's not hard to do, but sometimes it's hard for people to find out how to do it. So we're going to go back into Edit, and we're going to see that on here, this is a little gizmo here that will open the gate. And we find that on here, we also have a gizmo. So when we activate the switch, this is going to send a signal, and we want that signal to go to the gate. Now, see how simple that was? Now we're going to press play. And now when I go over here and strike that, it goes down. And it goes back up again. And that's how the switch works. Okay. Now we want to do the same thing with the pressure plate. So we're going to go back in here. And we see again, we have this little active switch here. I'm going to put that over here on this. And now when we press play, bring up the switch, it goes down. Now the thing about the switch is, the pressure plate, as I get off it, it closes. There's no way for me to get onto there because the gates come down. So we need to put something on that to hold it down. So this is where we get the idea of using a weight, and we can use that with a rock. So we're going to put a rock over here. Okay, so now when we press play, he can't get in because he has to have something that will weigh that thing down. So he carries this over, drop it, and now he can go through. So, pretty simple. So I just wanted to show you a few little tips here on how to use some of those things. And I'll make another video in a few days that'll tackle some other little tips that you can use. But by and large, I think that's all you really need to know: how to place a floor, how to copy and move the walls, and doing different kinds of walls and different kinds of doors and different switches. I think that's enough to get you started. I hope you have a good time working on your game, and check back later for more tips on using the Ancient Dangers kit. Thanks for watching.